Well, welcome back. If you joined this new series of videos last week where we talked about the Sofitel as a plane spotting hotel at London Heathrow, and there of course is a link to that in the description. There's so much more in the description which I'll talk about in a second. But we've gone from one extreme to another, but this is very much one of my favourite plane spotting hotels. It's the Ibis Styles on Bath Road. Now, it never seems to get a mention in plane spotting hotel videos and plane spotting hotel websites and forums, but I think it's brilliant. It's basically located on the other side of the road from the Renaissance Hotel. And if you're a plane spotter and you're looking at Heathrow, you're going to have heard of the Renaissance Hotel, and we will certainly be covering the Renaissance Hotel, as I've stayed there several times, in this series of reviews. So you might want to think about subscribing to the channel, hit the bell, and YouTube will notify you when I publish the next video. But back to the Ibis Styles. Now, as I said, it has a very similar view to the Renaissance, but only from a few rooms. So what you need to do if you're booking the Ibis Styles is when you book on the Accor website, which there's of course a link in the description below, and you need to request even a 4th floor room and ask for one with runway facing views. Now, I think the best I've stayed in is 408. If you're traveling as a family, there is a family room which has really good views. And if you want to watch the full reviews I've done on the Ibis Styles, they're over on my main channel, Some Bloke Who Travels a Lot. Links, of course, in the description below, and you can see a lot more of what I mean. But purely this video is about the plane spotting perspective. I film time lapses out of those windows. I've even done lives. You know I don't do lives that often, but I've done a couple of lives from the Ibis Styles. And you're looking between £60 and £90 a night, which we talked about the Sofitel previously. That's always going to be £200 plus. So the Ibis Styles comes in sort of as a budget hotel, but it's got those views of the runway, and of course you're on Bath Road. So you can walk across the road and you can film from the Renaissance car park. So you can pay Ibis style money and film Renaissance hotel quality. So for me, that's brilliant. You can also take a bus, depending on the alternation that suits you, back up to T5 and go on the T5 ramp. You can also take the bus which will take you down to the Premier Inn on Bath Road, which we will be covering in another video, which has got the garden views, and you can follow that round to the car parks. And of course, you can take a slightly longer bus ride to get over to Myrtle Avenue. But if you're planning a big day at Myrtle Avenue, I'd recommend another hotel, and that hotel will be the next one in this series. And that is perfect for Myrtle Avenue, and it's also a really good hotel for views out of the window. But we shall come to that next week. So do your bit, share to the forums you're on. This is going to grow to be a great plane spotter's guide of hotels at London Heathrow. Give it a like, subscribe. That'll tell you when the next video is out. And don't forget to check out the description below, because in the description below you will see bus numbers, bus routes, times to get to all the major plane spotting locations from the Ibis Styles Bath Road. Thank you so much for watching, and happy spotting.